Make sure that when you're printing, you have the same settings applied for every single Papercraft, especially this one right here and these right here. It doesn't really matter what you do up here since you're just gonna, it's up to you what you want to do for that. But make sure you don't have any sort of settings here, and make sure fit picture to frame. If you're using letter size paper, make sure that's unchecked. And I always recommend that you download an image and put it into either your desktop or somewhere, and then right click and select print. Although you can just open it with photos and print it that way, but I don't recommend that. When cutting out your design, make sure you cut out this piece, this white tab over here on the left, or the right depending on how you're holding it, and then make sure you fold it over like this. And then fold it over like this. So then this, because this is the weakest part of the piece that you're making, if you want this to be as strong as possible, so putting that pressure on the glue is going to make it stick better, then you want to make sure that you do the top and the bottom 3 white tabs. Instead of cutting, folding, then gluing the entire design, try maybe doing one piece at a time so that way you don't lose track of the pieces and you know where each one goes. Personally, I like to do it where I cut out everything and then fold everything, then glue everything, but it's up to you. Try it and see if it works better. If you're getting burned out on making a really big design, try listening to music while you work on it. You may lose some concentration on the actual Papercraft project, but I can guarantee that you'll get into a groove and you'll work a lot faster and a lot longer. Never use hot glue guns. They're just going to leave strings behind in your design, and a lot of the hot glue will just pour out of it anyway. They're not used for paper crafting. Use tacky glue or glue sticks instead. I don't like glue sticks either, and everybody knows that, but you can tell that I really hate hot glue guns. This may make me sound like a mom, but always wash your hands during paper crafting, especially if you're using glossy paper, which I'll talk about later. Since my printer uses liquid ink, the black from the glossy paper really just rubs off instantly if you touch it, and then you can see right here, if I put it on the white pieces of my skin, it just gets all over. Wash your hands regularly, bottom line. In some designs, it can be particularly advantageous to use glossy paper over normal cardstock. I do need to preface though, it's glossy cardstock, not glossy printer paper. The gloss, especially for liquid ink printers, can really make some designs shine, and the colors make it a lot more vibrant, as you can see here. Just be warned though from the last tip that you do need to wash your hands even more when using glossy paper. You should always score your paper before folding. Also make sure you score from the back of the design rather than the front. As you can see by this demonstration here, the crease lines are very visible when you do it on the front, and for glossy paper, it just makes this really bad white line where the crease is, and you don't want that. At the end of the day though, it doesn't really matter what you use. As you can see here in the Discord, a lot of people use glue sticks and don't like X-Acto knives, and their designs turn out just fine. At the end of the day, as long as you're having fun and you're making papercraft, it doesn't really matter what you use. These are just some tips and tricks that I have found useful and that other people in the community can find useful as well. But if what you're doing works, then don't change it. Lastly, make sure you join the Pixel Papercraft Discord, as you can get a lot more tips and tricks and advice from all the people on there. Just make sure you logged in and click the Discord button on Pixel Paper.